All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Mr. Scotty Mack here, of course. You are visiting Compulsive Research, hosted, of course, by Legit MTG, sponsored by MTGOtraders.com. If you haven't guessed by the nice, chill 70s vibe that we've got going on in this joint tonight, we have none other than streamer extraordinaire AJ Soccer joining us tonight. AJ, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Fantastic. I was watching you birding on the rail for CVM over there at the SCG over the weekend. It was a pretty sweet event.
Absolutely. I mean, I love CVM. He's like one of my best friends in Magic, so I'm really happy that he's back. He was taking a break, and as soon as he comes back, he just starts crushing it again. It's really awesome.
It's nice. I remember back on the show when we had you on the A team, you were talking about your aptitude for teaching this game. And you had indicated clearly that one of the people that you really enjoyed teaching and that seemed to really take advantage the most of what you were offering was CVM, actually.
Absolutely, absolutely. When we were traveling together for the Star City Games Open series last year, I guess it was 2 years ago now. Geez, yeah. I mean, we learned a lot from each other, and I was definitely happy to sort of mentor him and get him to the point where he's probably way better than me.
So anyway, so you guys played Team Limited as well?
No. He was playing with BBD and Kenny Caster, and I was just there for the good times.
Nice. Well, I'm glad that you were able to peel yourself away from them in time to get back for the show.
Absolutely.
It's super awesome. So we, of course, are running your masterpiece. We have Junk Rites here in the house. This is the list as you took in the PTQ on April 5th?
Yeah. No, it was
No.
later than that. It was like last weekend or the weekend before. It was really recent.
Sure. So this is the list as you had it. Do you want to? Can we talk about it real quick? Sort of.
Absolutely.
What makes this different? I mean, Junk Rites has been a really varied archetype, and there's just so many different people taking different takes on it, and
Yeah.
we're starting to see some things sort of, level out. But there's still a few things left in this list that almost hang on from some of the older versions, and I'm really curious to find out sort of what your direction is with the deck. I mean, game plan A is very clearly dump a fatty in the yard, put it on the field with Unburial Rites, and bash face.
Yeah. The way that this deck has been built is like pretty interesting because there's a lot of different versions and like individual card choices that don't actually have a ton of impact, but are like pretty marginal advantages, and they're just cyclical. Like you'll see the same build pop up a month later, but it'll be an evolution of an evolution of an evolution, and it'll just like end up back to where we started.
Okay.
Which is pretty unique.
So you're looking, so cards that we're starting to see that aren't necessarily, everywhere. Like Lotleth Troll was in versions with Lingering Souls for a while. You'll notice, of course, that there are no Lingering Souls in this version. Centaur Healer you've opted for, I guess, over in that slot?
Yeah, I mean, the original list had both, I think, but, like, Lotleth Troll was originally in the deck because the deck was a super linear, hyper-aggressive Reanimator, like, combo deck, and it used Lingering Souls and then powering out really fast Craterhoof Behemoth to kill on turn, like, 6 or 7.
Sure.
And Lotleth Troll gave you the velocity to get to that point because, basically, it just let you pitch your Craterhoof and have another creature for the Craterhoof attack and, like, kill really fast. This version, and then Lotleth Troll was cut basically when the deck sort of started to deviate away from that game plan and be more of a mid-ranging control deck.
Okay.
That more utilized Angel of Serenity and Thragtusk to outclass and kill the other creatures and have an endless stream of threats because Thragtusk is 2 guys. Angel, get back your own creatures is like pretty hard for control decks to deal with. Unburial Rites, there's 2 sides of it. So you would use those types of cards to sort of run a bunch of threats out and run them out of answers, basically, rather than just fast kill them with Craterhoof. And so Lotleth Troll wasn't really good in that build because you didn't want to waste a card by pitching it to the Lotleth Troll to Unburial it. You'd rather cast the Angel, then get it killed, then Unburial it.
Right.
But then once again we came full circle back to the troll, because for two reasons. One is it's just super awesome against aggro decks as a creature, like it's just a 2-drop for blocking purposes,
Sure.
and the aggro decks of choice now are crazy fast. Basically, Burning Tree Emissary really picked up it and became like the cornerstone of all these aggressive strategies. And so no longer did you have time to play Healer, Angel, Thragtusk, and then like cast your Angels. You actually need to Unburial your Angels. So it was back to that sort of, you need that velocity, but it was defensive velocity against aggro decks rather than aggressive velocity against control decks.
Nice. And obviously the regenerate from the troll is a really big boon there. And the Centaur healer shore that up too. So Garruk Relentless and Acidic Slime seem to be some of the more recent evolutions, I guess, or things that we're starting to see. Like, I know BBD's been playing a crap ton of Slime, and he's loving it. I guess in his PTQ win, he wielded both of those cards, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, Slime was BBD's brainchild, if I recall correctly, and basically it's just like awesome. Like it's unbelievably good as a game plan, as a strategy, and gives your deck a whole nother angle to attack from that the other versions just didn't have. And it's like unbelievably good in so many matchups that it's like surprising that it took us so freaking long to find it, you know?
Yeah.
And I was playing 2 Slimes. BBD was playing 3 in his deck. And all of us have been boarding up to 4. Which, you know, other people were playing like 2 in their sideboard and bringing them in as like value cards to like kill a ground seal or like a wolf run randomly. But we've been playing like a couple main and going up to 4 post.
Nice.
Like it is a dedicated land destruction strategy. And it's been really, really good. He played 3, and CVM, who won last week, was playing 3 main deck also, I believe.
Yeah. And I mean, like, between the Unburial Rites and the Restoration Angels, like, it's very easy to see how that just becomes the main focus of the deck.
Yeah.
So, that's awesome. Okay, so...
Oh, and the Garriks. Sorry,
Yep.
I just passed right over those.
It's okay.
Garriks were more my brainchild. They... Let's see. They're a really dynamic card, right? Because they play a super different role in every individual matchup and every individual type of draw, but it's unbelievably good at all of those things at the same time. Like against the control deck, any Planeswalker is just sweet, right?
And producing a continuous stream of threats is going to be awesome.
Exactly, and so he's very good at that. And then against like the aggro decks, he basically makes a blocker, /kills a guy, and like gains a couple life, which isn't great, but it's like it's fine. And then where it really shines though is against the mid-range decks, and this is sort of supplementing the Acidic Slime plan, which was you play Garruk and then eat their mana elf on 4.
Yeah.
Or 3, with your own mana elf. So you like accelerate it to turn 3. You put it on turn 3 and eat their mana elf, and it flips. Untap, like float with your mana elf, sacrifice it, find slime them.
Nice.
And it's like almost a combo one card combo card to just like get you straight into that slime plan. And once you've like gotten into that, the stream never stops. Because, like, you have another slime, a bunch of restos, you still have a Garruk on one, so you can still find another one. You can sacrifice your slime to the Garruk, finding a resto or whatever, and then Unburial Rites it.
Oh, God.
Like, once they're under that, they don't get additional mana, ever, for the rest of the game.
Nice.
Yeah, so Garruk is just like a one-card combo doing exactly that, which is like... its ultimate role. Unbelievable in the mirror and against Jondin and like Naya and all those decks. Yeah.
Wow. So that's awesome. Orzhov Charm, just universal removal, plus it makes your Deathrite Shamans pretty sweet.
Yeah. Charm was Charm is like something that I've been working on, and another streamer, Koyuki, was playing them and suggested them, and I tried them, and they've been pretty good. You see a couple people like main decking a Sever or Abrupt Decays, and like I don't know, I think those are a little too narrow, a little too bad. But the Orzhov charms are charms, right?
Yeah.
Like they have three modes,
Yeah.
and this deck uses all of them. Um, Straight up killing something is really awesome, especially because a lot of the times against the aggressive decks, you can sort of stabilize with an elf into healer, into angel, into Thragtusk curve or whatever, but you'll still just die to Hellrider or Thundermaw or Reckoner,
Yeah.
and having the like universal removal, even if it costs you a little life, like at that point, you're not going to get burned out. You're going to die to huge chunks of damage. So being able to have that is really good, especially at instant speed for like aristocrats being able to kill the Reckoner in response to Blast Act and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then the other two modes are fine also. Bounce your own dude doesn't seem that great, but it's just an additional slime when you're sliming.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's actually been a couple times where I've like had 6 mana, flashback and Unburial on an angel, targeted their 3 guys, and then bounced my angel so that they couldn't get their 3 guys back, and I still have the angel in hand. So the next turn I can play my 7th land, play the angel, and target my own guys.
Nice.
And so then if they kill it in response, I can just not sacrifice and or not exile rather.
Yeah.
So but all those modes are good, and then getting back a 1-drop is like probably the worst mode, but I've definitely done it before because you can turn your mulch or salvage into like a turn 3 Farseek almost. If you like hit a mana elf, say you mulch, you hit a couple lands and a mana elf and like an Unburial or whatever, then the next turn you just like play your 3rd land tapped and pass, and then end step Orzhov Charm back a 1-drop, untap, play your 4th land, and you're right into slime.
Nice.
So it's really good there, and that's also the one of Deathrite Shaman is not only value for the Orzhov charms because you can hit it off of the mill and then it's like having extra redraws towards it.
Yeah.
But also with Garrix you can tutor it up.
Nice. Nice. And okay, so the one comment was 23 lands and 2 mulch.
Yeah, I mean those numbers fluctuate a lot. I mean it's usually around 23 lands. Sometimes I've gone up to 24. The mana elves have gone from 4 to 8 to 9. Like this has 6 and a Deathrite, basically 7.
Mm-hmm.
I count the first Deathrite as a mana dork, but not the second.
Sure.
Which I guess is a little arbitrary, but I think makes sense.
Sure. You are playing the 1 Vault of the Archangel. Some people have been playing Gavney Township instead.
Yeah, I think that's just grandfathered in from like the 8 mana elf, Lingering Souls, Craterhoof builds.
Okay.
Like in those builds, if you don't have Craterhoof, then Township is really, really good at, pretending to be a Craterhoof.
Making the rest of your cards still relevant, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But in this build, it's like, okay, I'll take my turn to put a counter on my Centaur healer. Like it's not exactly worth it. Whereas Vault is super, super high impact against like all the mid-range and aggressive decks. So
Sure.
it's I think that people playing Township are either like married to it from the past or are playing different builds or are just like copying a deck, and making updates without actually thinking through the individual card choice. I don't think Township is good at all.
Okay. So let's talk about the sideboard real quick. Some of these are fairly standard choices. Like 3 Abrupt Decay is pretty straightforward. The Slimes we've talked about. More Deathrite Shamans in for, I guess, like mirrors and control matches.
Mostly just mirrors.
Okay. Tragic Slip and Sever the Bloodline to keep rounding out the removal. Faith Menders, I guess, to kind of help with the aggro match. Like, they
Yep.
seem pretty good when you're running Centaur Healer.
Yeah, it's just another like stopgap in your curve as you're trying to get up to like the point where you can Thragtusk and Angel against the aggressive decks.
Okay.
And sometimes like a spot removal spell isn't good against half their draws. Like a spot removal spell is good against their draw. Okay, so the two aggressive decks are like mono red slash red green and blitz,
Yep.
right? Um, and both have the capability to go like one drop into Burning Tree Emissary, Lightning Mauler attack. And against those draws, like, I mean, pretty much everyone's losing, but uh, like against those style of draws, of those like swarm attack draws, the spot removal isn't any good.
Okay.
But then they also both have capabilities for sort of single creature draws, where for mono red, it's like Reckoner, Hellrider, and sometimes up to Thundermaw. And for Blitz, it's Mayor and Frontline Medic,
Yep.
where like it doesn't matter what else they have, you have to deal with the specific creature, otherwise you can't possibly win.
Yeah.
And you need spot removal for those, and you need like blockers and life gain against the other type of draw. So the Faith Benders are just like the other side of the Abrupt Decay, Tragic Slip, etc.
Makes sense. And the Faith Mender over a card like Tristani, just because it's easier on the mana?
Yeah, I've tried Tristani. Um, I think that they're like pretty similar. I think that if you like play your Tristani and they attack, you're pretty much priced into blocking. And then if they have like Rampage or a Spear or whatever, then like you're not getting any value. And if you get to untap with it and like play another creature or populate or whatever, then it's like pretty win more to have Tristani over Faithmender.
Okay.
Whereas like in that spot, in that worst case scenario where like you're forced to block and they have something, at least the Faithmender gains you 2 life.
Sure.
So I mean I can definitely see playing 1-1. I wouldn't play two Tristani, like I could see splitting them. But I personally just go for the Faithmender. You can always cast it, and you don't have to like mess with your caverns, on Elf Shaman or whatever Tristani is.
Cool. Okay. Odds of that just because they're retarded.
Yep.
Yeah. And so the last one, I saved the best for last because this is actually a card that I've started to play in Jun's sideboard, primarily to deal with aristocrats and the Lingering Souls holdover mana dork versions of the Junk Rites deck, and that's Curse of Death's Hold.
Yep. Curse is a card that was added pretty late. I think like the night before this PTQ, I added it, and it hasn't really caught on. Like nobody else is really playing it, and I'm not sure they will, and I'm not sure that they're supposed to. But it was really good for this tournament. Like you said, it's mostly for aristocrats.
Yeah.
Aristocrats is like really bad matchup, like maybe 20%.
Yeah.
So having some sort of out is nice. And just the card Falconwrath Aristocrat from like the Cedric-esque Jund aggressive style decks, Curse is good against.
Yeah.
And there's also like a bunch of weird like Esper tokens decks and stuff. Like I played against one of those in the PTQ.
Yeah.
I played against like black white tokens. He's just like, Doom Traveler into like Lingering Souls and then Sorin. And I'm just like, yeah, curse you. Just like, well, didn't see that coming. Like, done here.
Yeah.
But it's good against all those decks. And I actually boarded in the mirror, which people wouldn't really suspect. It's a little counterintuitive, but you don't want spot removal you don't want to spend your spot removal on like mana elves because they can just like play more or like play lands or whatever. But if you curse them, then it shuts off any sort of weird Lingering Souls kill, and it makes
all of your angels are able to now trade profitably with your opponent's angels too. Right?
Exactly.
Like,
they can't beat you down with angels.
Yeah.
They can't Lingering Souls you, and their mana elves are off. It's just like really good, and like turning off their mana elves is super super important because you're on the slime plan in the mirror.
Yeah.
So any type of Stone Rain is going to be really important. And I used to actually bring in a couple spot removal spells just for mana elves, but that was like pretty inefficient. So I just bring in the curses now, and they're pretty good.
Nice. Okay, well that's good. I'll certainly be looking to continue exploring its usefulness in other matches because it's been a really really good card lately, and I'm really pleased to see when you sent me this list, I was really pleased to see it in there. So
yeah, they've been quite good for me.
Nice. All right. So that being said, let's see what we can get ourselves. What sort of trouble we can get ourselves into tonight. Everybody's on Cube Mania. I guess we can... There's a million people still pending for this. Let's enter this 8-man, and if it fires, great. And if it doesn't fire shortly, then we can just bail and continue to play 2-mans. How's that
Yeah.
work for you?
Yeah, I mean, came to game.
Nice. All right. So let's figure out... So we need to figure out what hands we're sort of keeping and which ones we're going to ship. And this is sort of where some of the problems that I've been running into when I'm trying to figure out the deck. Because without the wealth of experience, I just have no idea what I'm keeping and what I'm not. So, like, understanding that this is Magic Online, this is probably not a keepable hand, right?
Yeah, like this is a hand where I mulligan if I'm streaming, but if no one's watching, I keep and just lose.
Okay. So we're going to ship this hand.
Yeah.
Especially because we're on the draw. Alright, so we will mulligan. See, now here's the other side of this, right? So now we've got 1 land, but we have 2 mana elves.
Yeah, snap keep.
Alright. Do not mulligan. Jund likely here with a Woodland Cemetery starting tapped.
Yeah, there's a lot of decks.
So we're going to Overgrown Tomb, take 2 Pilgrim.
Yep.
We got the sweet promo Pilgrims, just because, you know, that's how we roll here.
Very nice.
Very nice.
This ramen is not good, by the way.
I'm sorry.
Just gonna throw that out there. My Dr. Pepper's delicious, but this ramen is not good.
Alright. So this seems like a pretty loose keep by this Jund player. He must be full of gas here. More mana elves. This is so awesome.
Elf Shrine attack, lose the bonfire, go.
Alright, sounds good.
For a while I was playing like a bunch of elves and Farseeks, just trying to get a leg up on the mirror and all that.
Yep.
And yeah, all I ever did was lose the bonfire. There's like bonfire for 1 on turn 3 and you can't win. Alright, so you kept 2 lands Farseek, 2 tapped lands Farseek. That's nice.
So what do you want to do here? You want to mulch, swing for 2?
Yeah, mulch off your lands.
And then pray?
Yeah, I mean, and then we'll see.
Nothing.
Brick City.
Alright. So now we're just going to bash, right?
Yep, strike.
Bonfire for 1?
I mean, it's coming.
Yeah. Well, it's got all this action.
Farseek my blood gripped. Play elf.
Huh.
This dude's draw is just comical.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Alright, there's a land. So what do you want to do here? Like, we can play the Godless Shrine up and then have Angel. Or we just cast the Pilgrim and then lay out the Shrine, which is going to get us closer to Thragtusk next turn. What do you think?
We didn't hit it. Well, I mean, we hit an Unburial, but no creatures off of our mulch.
That's correct. Oh, we got a Centaur Healer, but it's really nothing to shake a stick at. Now, we do have, like, Liliana's going to tick up here, likely, right?
Yeah, but we don't have an angel in hand either. I think just play Pilgrim and try and get to Tusk and then rest and start restoing it.
Okay.
Like, I don't think we need to try and kill the Liliana right now, but I definitely think that we need to get on board, you know?
Yeah, sure. Well, no bonfire.
That's definitely good. No, I mean, if he had bonfire, he would have used it by now. There's the main deck ground seal.
All right. So there
We
we
could,
go.
we could thank Reed Duke for that one.
Yeah. So we'll just discard this Unbarrow Rites when he pluses Liliana.
Yep. And that's another reason that the main deck slimes are really good, is people have random hate like that.
Oh, there's an Abrupt Decay. Sure.
It's awesome because he thinks he's doing all these things, but like actually if we draw land and start like Thragtusk restoing, he's actually just dead. He's just like, yeah, kill your elf, and then like edict you and get your elf, and then Abrupt Decay your elf again, and ground seal, and it's just like, yeah, but you know.
Well, we did get a Garrick.
Yeah, kill his mana elf.
Okay. We'll do that.
I mean, even though it doesn't like make mana, you can actually make a 2/2 here to threaten the Liliana.
See,
and
that
look to
was
fight the elf next turn.
yeah, that was my thought too, because like we're way far behind on mana production if he decides to use his Liliana just to.
Well, it's just bad if he has like Spear or Dreadbore for the Garrick. But I don't know, it's probably fine.
Yeah, there's no legal target for the elf right now. Like he doesn't have any forests, so
Yeah, no,
it's not actually serving him, right?
The elf making mana isn't the threat though. It's the fact that it like can protect the Liliana.
So do you prefer the wolf or do you prefer the fight here?
Like you don't even have double green for slime if you draw land. It has to be a green land.
Yeah.
It's kind of gross. It's kind of a gross spot. We just
rough.
started. Why do we have to find these gross spots early? I mean, I guess make a 2/2.
Okay. All right.
It's like super marginal, but I think this is better. Well, there's Stomping Grounds, so we're dead.
So we're gonna discard a card. We're gonna pitch Angel here, or the Thragtusk. What do you think? Like Angel's closer to being cast, but
No, pitch Resto. It doesn't really do anything.
yeah, without the tusk, yeah. Well, here we go. Action.
It's probably just Mortars.
Ah, yes. Well, we got a Woodland Cemetery.
Yeah, on our way.
Should I fight that thing now?
I think we're priced into making 3/3s or 2/2s.
Okay. Okay. You know what I can do? People are asking for stuff.
How dare they?
How dare they ask for stuff? Okay, I can do this. I can do stuff. I'm capable of streaming. I can do stuff. Maybe.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Edict?
I can do this. Yeah, Edictus, yeah. Yeah, see, I can do stuff. You guys suck. Here you go. Boom. How's that? You happy? There you go. Now you have a name underneath your picture, AJ.
Wow.
There you go. Wait, I'm people. Stupid me. All right. He's attacking. What are you doing? Are you high?
What's he doing? Flipping
He's
our
flipping
Garrick?
our Garrick.
Yeah, I mean, he just doesn't want 2/2s in his Liliana, I guess.
Oh, look at that. You
Ooh,
witty
cute.
bastard.
Cute, cute, cute. All right, let's draw land for like the 6th turn in a row that we need one. He's on air, so that's good.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said that I hadn't pulled that trick off myself in junk at some point. So we've got like nothing.
Charm just passed. I mean, what are you gonna do? Kill his elf?
Nope.
I mean, we can't even get an elf back if we wanted to.
Oh yeah, we can't target our graveyard at all. Thanks, Reed.
I just realized who we're playing against.
Who?
Charles Gindy.
Oh really?
Yeah. Pro Tour champion, national champion Charles Gindy.
Nice. So we're gonna discard this charm, or what?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Whoop. Cancel. We're gonna just discard this card. Yep. There we go. Yep. Take it. Nice. There it is. And we got to do this to prevent the guy from flipping too, right? All right. It's a miracle.
Hallelujah!
Oh, it's awesome.
I mean, he got us to the exact game state that he wants, right? Like, neither of us having anything except for him having, like, slight advantage, plus a ground seal, and then he's a better top deck than us.
Yeah, it's good. No, we discard a card. I got nothing. Oh, we got a Garrick. Can fight the Huntmaster.
It's pretty sweet.
I like it. Not having to worry about that anymore will make me pretty happy. Now, I just passed through the attack here. Did I actually want to attack that Liliana, or do I care?
Yeah, you probably should have attacked Lily.
Yeah.
Like, he's just going to edict you either way.
Yeah.
You could have eaten the elf for free.
Oh well. I feel like we're far enough behind that it's going to be just bad for us anyway.
I mean, we run off like a couple Thrag Tusks or like a Slime. Period is just game.
We have a troll.
Yeah, that's good. This is what playing against Jund is like. It's just, all right, we're in top deck mode. You're slightly advantaged, but it's only like a 40-60 flip or whatever. I'm out of soda. This is the worst thing that's ever happened.
Damn it. More land. Oh, we got our 8-man firing.
That's good.
All right.
Ooh, Kilroy, this guy watches my stream.
Get rid of this. Mulligan this hand?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so I am not an experienced double queuer. This is awesome. I'm just going to attack into the Lily here, right? And then
Yeah, I
guess. Handle that?
Yeah.
Make you think that I have a card? Yeah, I don't actually. Alright, that's fine. Kill your wolf. I lose my guy. I'll play this anyway. Don't pay 2. F6. Next match. Mulligan this hand, yes. So this is Grizzly Salvage on 2.
Yes, this is the nuts.
Okay. Alright, that's the nuts then.
I think I have a Gatorade. Hold on. Yes.
Yep, I sack a guy. This one.
Yeah, I mean, we've equalized.
He just needs to peel a wolf run and we're in like a lot of trouble. Not Mulligan.
Yeah, I mean, and we need to peel like an acidic slime and he's in a lot of trouble.
True. Oh yeah, because I guess we just get rid of that ground seal and he's in like dire straits, right?
Yeah.
What do you got for me? A card? No. No. F6.
Like, this game went basically as well as possible for him after his like early stumble, because we stumbled just as bad, and then like we missed land drops and the way the cards came out were like pretty favorable for him.
Yeah.
But like I think in general, Jund is a very good matchup.
Well, here we go again. More cards.
I mean, it's fine if we brick as long as he bricks too. It's when he hits and we brick that we have to worry.
Well, might be in the mirror here.
Well, this hand's unbelievable in the mirror, so that's good.
So we're gonna just end a turn salvage.
Yep.
I should probably F6 this. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's a pretty big card.
Yeah, it's a good hit.
What do we draw?
Angel.
Nope, more land. Sick. Okay. What do I hit to remove all stops, real quick?
What?
What do I hit to remove all stops?
What do you mean?
Like I think I hit F4 here.
F4 is pass until unless he does something.
Yeah, so I want an end step. So what do I do now?
F3 is to stop all auto yields.
That's what I wanted. Thanks. Oh, Rakdos return. That's probably it. Yep, good, we're dead. Sweet. We got a sideboard here for Jund, but I guess we should do that first, right?
Yeah.
By name, converted mana cost. Okay, what do you got?
Healer's Deathrite, one Unburial and a Mulch come out.
One Unburial and a Mulch. Yep.
And the Deathrite.
Yep.
And possibly the Troll, depending on what we're bringing in.
Sure. What do you want?
2 Slimes, Obsidat, Sever, and Slip.
We have 2 more.
2 more?
Yeah.
Oh, I was doing 2 decays, or I was doing 1 decay and 1 other removal spell, but then I cut the removal spell for a decay. I don't know if you want more than 1 decay. Yeah, I guess a second decay is fine.
It's a good answer to Liliana and Ground Seal, right?
Yeah.
So it's his main phase, sure. He's playing salvage on his main phase.
Yeah, because he's going to hit an elf.
Right.
Like, he realizes it's the mirror, and, like, the mana excel is the most important part of the mirror, which is why the slime plane is so good.
Sure. So what do we want here? We have a land. Do we want the Mana Dork this time? We have an Avero Rites in our hand, so we probably do, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So draw. Come on. That's a land as well. So I can just play this tapped?
And Pilgrim, yeah. And then if, like, all he has this turn is, like, Thragtusk or whatever, then he's just dead.
So we're not going to mulligan this hand either, right?
No,
This is pretty good against
very good hand.
Jund. Whoops. What did I press here? Close. This. Okay, upkeep. Sure. Good. So he's got the Gavany Township version running here.
Alright, so even better for us.
Alright, so we're going to run this. Yes, this. Mulch. All that stuff. So he did dump an Unburial Rites and a Resto in there. It's not going to help him too much when we untap an Unburial Rites, though, right?
Correct.
Temple Garden here since we're not playing anything.
Yep, garden tapped hit.
Centaur healer, sure. I'm just gonna
LOL.
strip him of all his health here, right?
Yep. He's
Okay.
just completely dead.
Right. That's a Thragtusk. Chapel. Bash.
Yeah. I think I would have played Vault, but it doesn't really matter.
Alright. So we didn't even have to take 2 life for that. So dirty. So we'll just play this Grove and...
So we're hitting his 2 elves. Do we have anything else in our yard to hit besides this
No,
healer?
literally nothing.
All right, then just tag healer.
Ground Seal. Sweet. God, this slime next turn is going to feel pretty good, huh? What would you hit with that, by the way?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking about. Depends what we draw. Salvage.
Like, do we even bother, or do we just stick Thragtusk here?
Well, we're definitely playing slime. It's just a matter of whether we're hitting seal or like stomping grounds.
Yes, I wish to use the ability. Alright, so what do you want to hit?
I guess stomping grounds.
Keeps them off mortars?
Yeah, and like Olivia and stuff. It's just like we're on the path to be able to cast Angel, and we have a bunch of pressure and stuff, and we don't have anything to interact with our graveyard really, so the seal is not that important. I think if we were gonna hit the seal, we should just play Thragtusk and wait.
Okay.
Um,
So, with this one here, do you want to play Slime, or do you want to play...
yeah, you slime him.
Slime? Always Slime?
Yeah.
And the green mana, yeah?
Yes. He has Vault and Township, just the greediest ever.
Alright, so he, of course, plays another Stomping Ground. We draw a Restoration Angel. So we'll get in for 3, and then resto the slime?
Yeah, upkeep, yeah.
So he is playing Restoration Angel?
Yeah.
Sure.
My Angel's bigger.
Yes, much. Our main phase. Oh, that was our second main phase. Right, now we're getting into combat. Just the Angel. Alright, declare blockers. You take 3. This is requiring a lot of mental faculty to not be like a total stalling prick. I hate people who double Q on Moto. It makes me so angry. And here I am fucking doing it totally accidentally, unfortunately. And against Charles Gindy, of all people.
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet. Make sure I don't make him angry later. You can apologize for me, would you?
It would take a lot to make him angry.
Really?
He's a pretty easygoing dude.
Alright.
I had the pleasure of playing with him in the last Team GP.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
What would you like me to take out now? Stomping Ground again?
Yep.
Alright. God, my clock is going to be fried. I'm at like 16 minutes on this one.
You're at like 9 in the other.
Fuck off, really? Oh god, this is terrible. So dead.
Just focus on the Gindy match. The other game is completely won, and we have plenty of time.
Alright. So we're just going to get in here.
Well,
do you want not with a Pilgrim, right?
Yeah.
Because we're going to cast Rag Tusk?
Yeah.
What's he casting? Unburial Rites? Sure.
More like embarrassing rights.
Stick the Tusk.
Yep.
He must be drawing a big buttload of nothing.
I mean, he just hasn't been able to like deploy his threats at a reasonable clip because we were sliming him.
He's still got a million mana, though. We just
Not
drew
really.
another slime here, so we're just going to take out this Godless Shrine.
Yeah. It's a pretty good draw. Slime Shrine.
Now, do you want me to
Tapped.
do you want me
attack
to
with
do that?
slime.
Because he can double block the Angel to take it down
No,
here.
you're just attacking with slime.
Oh, okay.
I have to assume this is Thragtusk from him. If it's not Thragtusk, then he probably should have conceded by now.
It is Thragtusk.
Yeah.
We got number arrow rights, which doesn't help us really. Alright. Main phase, I can play this land. Not pay 2. Okay.
You can F6 and attack with slime this turn, or this game. Man, I love the Led Zeppelins. They're my favorite band.
So we did get an Angel, which is nice. So we're just gonna, what, bash here with everything? Except for the Pilgrim? Or you want to leave slime back?
Yep. No, attack.
So we got the Embarrow rights, might as well, right?
Attack, 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 always. Like, he basically has to Miracle a Bonfire or he's dead.
Alright, what do we want here? Just another Thragtusk?
Yep.
Yep. All day, every day.
Did you have 6 in the Gindy game?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And by yes, you mean no?
Well, I did, but I didn't do it on his turn. There, now I did. You know what they should do? You know what they should do with the new client is they should make us able to like window like you do in poker, so you can multi-table and just like click back and forth.
I think that is a thing in the new
Okay, well
client.
then I'm a little bit more excited.
Lead with
Uh,
salvage.
okay, doesn't matter, right? Ugh, damn it. Black, salvage. Cavernous Souls, none of this, right? You want to land, I guess.
Yeah. Should have been a white land, but it doesn't really matter.
Oh, I guess for the angel, right?
Yeah, like now if he kills our pilgrim,
Slime, angel, beast, direct tusk.
everything. Yeah, except for the pilgrim. So in that other game, we're actually going to attack with our 2 slimes.
Yep.
Play, uh, yeah, just F6. We're done. We're done here.
And then F6 again on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to attack with 2 slimes. And then second main,
Uh-oh.
Garrick, fight our own slime on burial.
Alright, choose attackers. These two?
Yep.
Alright. There's an abrupt decay for the beast token.
If by beast token you mean the
Ground seal?
ground seal.
Oh, so we can get our Thragtusk back?
Yeah.
Kill this.
Oh no, you have 6th in this game.
No, I thought I... Oh, after I... Yeah, Jesus Christ. This double queuing is not for me, AJ. It's not for me. Alright, so we're in the main pre-combat phase. We got rid of the ground seal. We want to cast down barrel rights now? Afterwards, right?
It doesn't matter. I mean,
Doesn't matter.
just do it now so that you can F6.
God damn it! 2. Sure, do your thing.
if there were like, if there was like driving lessons for double queuing and you needed a license and I was the instructor,
I would fail.
I would fail you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's okay. It doesn't help either that, like, my computer doesn't respond so well. Like, I don't know whether it's the internet that I have here.
No,
or
it's the
whatnot.
beginning of the robot uprising.
Oh, so, yeah.
It's
Better.
become sentient and it disobeys.
Alright, so we can play this. Now, what did you want to do here? You want to attack?
Attack with the 2 slimes,
Yeah.
and then second main.
Okay.
You play Garrick. Fight your own slime.
Fight a slime.
And then unburial your slime. And you can see how filthy the things that this deck can do.
Whee! This. No
Yeah,
green
just
mana
F6
for you.
to this.
Nice, you gave up. Okay.
Go back to your other match.
Yep. Miracle the Bonfire, of course. So now we just have to bash for a bunch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Just get another Thragtusk and pass the turn.
Nice. Big fan of the Moody Blues. F6. F6. 6 again. There. Sideboard. All right, what do you want to do in the mirror?
You're boarding out like your healers and Thrag Tusks,
Okay. Because
and
it's all slime.
boarding in Slimes and Death Rites and Curses and a Sever.
And now we have 2 more cards. So what else do I have to
Um,
check out?
Usually it's an Unburial and a Mulch, but I think I want to do an Unburial and a Lotleth Troll.
I can get behind that. Submit. All right, Gindy, I'm coming. All right, our upkeep. He played a Primal Hunter and a Beast. And we play it. We get Unburial Rites for what?
Just Garrick fight his thing and attack him.
Well, we can't Garrick. He played a Garrick. So we're going to kill
Oh
his Garrick?
snap. Yeah, I guess just attack him and play Garrick.
Okay. God, double queuing. Well, he's dead anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, I assume he has a removal spell.
Oh. We have 3 minutes left, even if we do win.
Yeah, you can just scoop this one and focus on the other one.
Ugh. You can have it, buddy. It's just a 2-man.
Yep. You got our pack.
All right.
You got my 2 tickets.
So we want to ship this hand, right?
Yeah, mulligan.
Oh God. So we have
Probably have to keep this on the draw.
Okay. All right. You might have some trouble winning 2 games in 11 minutes. Yeah, I might, except that I won that last one.
You have like a million stops set.
So, don't stop.
Just play. It's fine. Just like, you know, do you really need to be stopping on both players' upkeeps in in standard right now?
No, probably not. And F6. All right. Cleaner. So we have this. We can just mulch here, or you want to just play it up into turn Curse Salvage? What do you want? We can play Deathrite Shaman to block, and then Overgrown Tomb tapped.
No, we're playing a 2-mana spell, so that next turn we can go Deathrite 2-mana spell.
Okay, so you want mulch or salvage here?
Mulch, so that next turn you can leave up Salvage / Charm.
Okay. And pray we don't whiff here. Nice. So which one would you like? We have an Overgrown Tomb.
We get all of them.
Oh, Jesus
That's the way the
Christ.
mulch
That's why
works.
it's mulch.
Yeah.
And then we pitch something. Charm? No.
No, Charm's awesome. Probably just...
Garrick?
No, not Garrick. Probably just the land. I'm just
Okay.
trying to think of which.
Cemetery?
Yeah, I think it's Cemetery.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So we'll play Isolated Chapel.
Yeah, just Charm his guy, or Deathrite and then Charm his guy on his upkeep.
Okay.
The reason you do it upkeep is like he gets to play his resto if he wants, but that's fine, whatever. But more importantly, if we charmed it now and he's playing charms, then he gets to return it with charm and then slime us.
Sure. So we're just going to slime him here because we discarded a land.
Yeah.
Green.
And then even if we don't draw land, the land that we're killing facilitates the next slime.
Nice. So which one do you want to kill here? Resto. It's fine. Which one do you want to kill? The Overgrown Tomb to cut him out of green and black? Or
Now,
one of the Temple
like,
Gardens?
yeah, even though he has a bunch, the only colored sources that matter
Triple white, double green?
are, yeah, triple white.
Okay.
Dude, I just looked at your stream and my webcam's right under yours. We could do like Brady Bunch.
Alright. So we're going to get in with this slime, obviously. How not to double Q. How not to double Q with AJ and Scotty. That's what's going on here.
Is that the new name of the show?
No, but that's what it should be. They're like, yeah, how to stream. And I'm like, no, how not to stream. Like, how not to double Q.
It took many years to hone my F6
It's
foo.
seriously, it's like, it's not even fair.
I can't do it as well anymore. Like I can, double Q if I'm like familiar with the formats. But man, I used to be able to just like quadruple Q in different formats in new formats. Can't do that anymore.
You're like a savant. This is insane.
My brain slowed down too much.
That's what happens when we get old.
Yeah.
Believe me, I'm feeling it way more than you are.
Like I actually had this conversation with Cedric and Jerry, and I was complaining about it, and Jerry's just like, "Yep, it happened to me when I was 22," and Cedric's just like, "Yep, it happened to me when I was 20 or 19 or whatever." And like I turned 23 last month, so I'm done. It's over. I'm over the hill.
So Kilroy's asking, why the standard land destruction? Why you gotta hate on my land so much, brah? And I'm just like, blame AJ. He's like, just trying to cast spells over here. He's like, I do, 100%.
Hey, the slimes were BBD. The Garricks were me. Come on.
Sure. So when I send the Garrick in on him next turn to kill his mana elf, I can say that one's from AJ too?
Yeah.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we are like 3 turns dead from this Resto Angel, so we need to deal with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what we're gonna do here.
What do you mean? Like what? We Garrick eat an elf, and then he has to attack Garrick, right?
Okay, so we got a land, which is good.
Like we just race him straight up.
So okay, so we'll play Garrick. Apparently, he just left you a message.
You wanna leave up
Salvage.
Overgrown Tomb.
Leave up Overgrown Tomb?
Yeah, because it activates both your Deathrite abilities.
Okay, we can do that.
Just like as a rule of thumb, Overgrown's like the one land you want untapped.
Okay. Garrick. Just need to win this match, and then we can focus on what's going on and not fail our way out of the 8-man. Alright, fight, you elf. I guess we still can gain life too if we need to from the Deathrite Shaman, right?
Yeah, and like we have Angel coming up and like Salvage.
All right,
like
so
I'm definitely not scared of dying at all.
Okay. So we're gonna attack and attack. So do we want to like? It doesn't help. There's a Grizzly Salvage we can eat. He's gonna get a Thrag Tusk. All these lands.
The fact that he has Thragtusk in his deck post board shows he has no idea what he's doing in the mirror.
That's funny, actually. Can you explain that? Like, is it just because like you should be the land destruction deck?
Yes. Like, Thragtusk is just super low impact and super expensive and doesn't do anything.
So he's gonna kill Garrick here, which is fine. Do you want me to dome him for 2? With Deathrite? Like, we might as well, right? We need to get...
No, because he took Thragtusk, didn't he?
Yeah, but we still can get rid of the Grizzly Salvage. Like, we need to kill him, right?
No, well, we're not going to kill him. We're not going to race him. He has a Thragtusk. Just cast your... No, you were supposed to cast Salvage.
Oh, fucker! Okay.
I wasn't saying do stone nothing with your damage.
Alright. This is why I stop everywhere. To remind me to do not to do dumb shit. Okay, the good news is we have a Restoration Angel.
Yeah, so attack with your 2 slimes.
Okay, so let's do that. We can attack with slimes. Keep him off this...
And then you're going to upkeep Resto, leaving up Overgrown Tomb and Deathrite.
Okay. Set the stop. Yep. Okay, so Resto. Leave up Overgrown and Deathrite Shaman.
And assuming this resolves, we're actually going to tag his Vault.
Okay. This guy.
So you can see how vastly superior the slime plan is to anything that anybody else is doing.
Heck ever.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous.
If the deck goes from mid to late game, like, it's over.
Yeah. And, like, in the mirror, it's just, like, the ultimate trump. Like, all these people are like, I got my, like, Black Primordials and, like, my Rise from the Graves and, you know, just like, no, none of your cards matter at all. You don't get to cast spells.
Okay, killing Vault. He didn't get it. Okay, so now we're going to cast Salvage.
Yes. You have Deathrite's not a mana ability.
Reversed, yeah. I'll exile the Vault for green mana. Black mana, Salvage. Any of these you want? The Vault, I guess we want?
Yeah.
Over the rest of these?
Yeah, Vault's fine.
One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So we can cast Angel here and just win, right? Because that's 7 damage. Slime, Resto.
Yeah, well, that's 7, not 8.
Oh, he's at 8. Frustrating.
7 is oftentimes less than 8.
How come I can't draw lands? My list is bad. Wah, GG.
Yeah, I mean, his list is bad, and he doesn't know how to sideboard in the mirror.
Thank God we're not the only ones that are out, or that aren't finished yet.
So yeah, that was just like perfect illustration, both games, of how superior the slime plan is.
Agree. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this whole thing transforms and stands up against any sort of aggression.
Yeah. So like I mean, we got some time now, so let's talk about that.
Yeah, please.
Aggressive decks tend to be this deck's worst matchups by far. Like, I don't think I've ever lost to a deck with an island in it.
Okay.
Playing this deck, and I've played this deck a lot. And like, Jund is super favorable. I win basically every mirror because of this plan. Basically, all I feel that I really lose to is like Blitz and sometimes Mono Red. And there's some debate on how best to attack that problem.
Yep.
A lot of people are just trying to like jam more spot removal, but that's actually not that efficient. Like, just playing a bunch of like terrors or whatever isn't actually that good.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're one for one-ing your opponent, where they're just drawing an endless stream of threats. Like, unless you are one for one removal every turn, like, how you plan on killing your opponent?
Yeah,
Works
and
for
so
Esper
then
because they drown him out, but like, we don't have that luxury.
yeah, and it's just like the way that the aggressive decks play, like their spells cost 1, 2, or free,
Yeah,
and so like you're trading down every time you use a spot removal spell, and like you need to be able to stabilize. You need to be able to like Thrag Tusk or Burial an Angel or something pretty quickly, and if you're spending your turns 2 and 3 playing spot removal instead of like elves and salvages, then you're not even going to be able to do that. So even though it seems like you're living longer, like you're setting yourself back 2 turns and buying yourself a turn. Like it doesn't actually favor you.
sure. So an interesting. So people have been using Loxodon Smiter as well in
Yeah,
some lists instead of Centaur Healer. Like, I understand that Centaur Healer has the life gain, but I mean, like, is it better than Smiter? Like, obviously you're running
right.
it over Smiter, but
So that's one of the debates, and I was playing Smiter. I was a big proponent of Smiter for a long time, and for a while I was actually playing both. I was playing 6/3 drops because that matchup is so bad that you can have all these like crappy dead cards in your other matchups just to give you a fighting chance in this one. The healer Smiter debate is pretty irrelevant. Like obviously both have their upsides and downsides, and it's pretty apparent, like what spots one is good and the other is better. Like, they have a 3 power guy, or they have a spear, or they don't have any of those things, and you have a resto. Like the situations where one is better than the other are like pretty clear.
okay.
So it's not really worth discussing a whole bunch. I mean, both have their own merits, and in general, it's pretty marginal and pretty irrelevant. Just like your own personal style and whatever you think is better or whatever's better in your field, just go ahead and play those.
Okay. This hand, sorry to interrupt. This hand we're gonna keep. I mean, like, we're on the play, so the 2 tap lands probably aren't gonna punish us too bad in that capacity. We do have the salvage and the elf, so that's fine.
Well, the elf sucks, but yeah, we are keeping.
Okay.
And so the continuation of that thought is what else can you do, right? Like smiters and healers are basically the same thing, and neither of them are good enough, obviously.
Yeah.
Spot removal is not good enough. 4 and 5 mana spells are not good enough. People were trying like Dead Reckoning for a while.
Oh god.
And some other stuff. People were like skewing their mana bases to try and play like Terminuses and just get lucky. Like people have tried everything, and basically none of it's worked.
Yeah.
The one thing that was sort of working for me was when I had 8 mana elves and a Deathrite, so basically 9 mana elves and 6 3-drops.
Wow.
I was then finally barely getting to like break even against the aggro decks, but I was giving up a decent percentage in the other matchups, and it just didn't feel worth it. So I cut those.
Have you? So the other questions that are coming up are things like fog and stuff. Based on our mana and what lands we want, do you want to play the cemetery or the grove first? Does it matter?
I play cemetery first.
Okay. So based on some of the questions that are coming up, like obviously the fog decks have been very relevant. Like, have you considered just using that as a way to get through it, or what?
Fog is the same problem as the removal spells, except you're actually not even getting a card out of it. Like, the reason the fog decks work is because they can perpetually fog, or they can fog into wrath. You don't have either of those capabilities.
Perfect.
Like, fog to gain 7 is not good. You'd rather just play a healer, because it's going to gain theoretical 6, but it has a way higher upside.
Well, here we go.
Alright, well, the sand's not too bad against aggro if we can draw a land.
Alright, so we're going to run the elf.
So, as I was saying, the the sort of continuation of that line of thought of like souls to healers to smiters to these random off the wall stuff, spot removal spells. The latest sort of innovation in that line is Fiend Hunter.
Yep.
A couple people, actually multiple people had them randomly at the Open, and CVM ended up winning with them. He had 3 Fiend Hunters and 2 of the new Duress guy that I always forget his name.
Sin Collector.
Sin Collector. He had 2 Sin Collectors and 3 Fiend Hunters.
Yep.
In that slot. And
we're just gonna take this, or do you want to throw in front of one?
no, yeah, take it. Land.
Not land.
Rats.
Grizzly salvage for land.
Yep. So we're like pretty dead this game, but so CVM and BBD had Fiend Hunters.
Yeah.
And that's really interesting to me because, as I was saying before, the aggro decks have 2 plans of attack, right? Either they're a swarm deck, or they have a draw that hinges on one creature, and then they have like a bunch of reach and tricks and stuff.
Which one of these do you want? We
Temp-
have over. You want Temple Garden?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it lets your Arbor Elf make white.
Yep. No.
And actually don't attack here, even though it's a free attack, because the 1 damage you deal to them is pretty irrelevant. But if they
if they do something like
if they do like a Mauler or something, then you have a redraw.
that's pretty bad for us. This Madcap skills.
And it's not too bad. I mean, we still need to draw land.
Oh, and a Rancor. That's nice.
This guy's deck is weird.
Maybe weird, but it's
He's drowning us. But like
us right now. Yeah.
Those 2 cards could have been literally anything. They could have been Grizzly Bears, and he's winning this game.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we can cast this Centaur Healer.
Yeah, we missed the land. We can scoop.
Yeah.
I mean, I would, but
5.
you can keep playing if you want. We're not winning.
Well, we hit a land drop. We make a Thragtusk.
Yeah, man.
Never mind.
If you win this game, I will give you $100 right now.
Unfortunately, he like lands a Hellrider. We're dead.
And a Hellrider, yeah. I mean, he plays literally anything. Like,
okay.
I've played enough of these matchups and played enough with this deck to know when I'm dead.
All right. So we're bringing in Faithmender.
Yeah, Faithmender, Slip, Sever, and the Decays.
Okay. And we're
boarding out Slimes, 2 Rites, a Mulch, and a Garrick, I think is what I was doing.
And one more.
Oh, and the Deathrite guy.
All right. So why keep in? I gotta ask, why sideboard down the Rites and keep in 4 Angels?
I mean, Angel's your best card.
Okay, but if you can never cast it against red deck, it's a piece of shit and it's a mulligan.
You say never cast it.
You never cast it anyway. No, I understand. Like, the idea is that that's why all of the life gain and everything else is in the buffer in the middle.
Yeah, like, it's... You can get to a point where, like, you can curve perfectly, like, Elf into Healer, into Resto, into Thragtusk or whatever, and still just lose. Like, you actually need Angel to be able to, like, finish them off.
Okay. So we've got...
Like, it also adds to your nut draw potential with salvages or, like, multiple Elf draws. It's like... I don't know. Like, people, whenever I stream, they're always just like, board out an Elf, or board out an Angel, or whatever. Like, you can shave an Angel in this matchup, and it's just like, would you shave a Stoneforge Mystic against aggro? Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's your best card, Yeah.
I understand.
The people, some people don't even have 4 in their list. Like, I think CVM is still playing 3, and he's an idiot for it. It's honestly, it's offensive to me that people that are that good and like that well tuned with the deck,
Yeah.
or in tune with the deck, like BBD and CVM,
Makes such a
playing
blatant
three
error.
angels.
Yeah.
That's like playing three Jace the Mind Sculptors and Rug. It just makes no sense.
So here's Grafdigger's Cage.
All right, sweet. So he mulliganed. He
But
mulliganed and time walked himself. That was nice of him.
okay. So
Cemetery, go.
yeah, and then a salvage. Okay. Yeah, because we're so that's why we cut down on the rights. Yeah, okay. Understand. Also, if we really need to, the abrupt decays pull that out, right?
Yeah. Like I used to board out all the rights when these aggressive decks were playing a bunch of like graveyard hate,
Mm-hmm.
but then they realized that they don't even need the graveyard hate, so they cut it all. So then I started leaving in two of the rights.
So, do you want to Orzhov charm one of these guys here, or do you
No,
still want to cast
I
salvage?
just
Yeah.
salvage. Like you're gonna basically be able to stabilize with your creatures. That
Oh,
charm, yeah,
Centaur
healer,
healer.
yeah, healer for sure. You're gonna be like that charm has specific guard duty on like Hellrider and Reckoner.
Okay.
And maybe if you can catch them with a rampage or blood rush or something. But
So I'm gonna play this Cavernous Souls on Angel next turn.
yeah, theoretically, like depends what he does, depends what we draw.
Okay.
But anyway, back to my Angel rant.
Yep.
It just makes no sense to play less than four. Like when I was playing three, just like as I picked up the deck, right? It was like my first few days playing the deck. So I just grabbed like the stock list and like asked BBD and CVM about a couple things, and I was just playing like the normal stock deck list.
Yeah.
And what is he doing?
Traitorous Blood.
I feel like he doesn't want to win this game. All right,
Uh,
so attack him for three, Cavern Angel, and cast it.
yeah, while he's tapped out. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I was trying the deck out, and literally every single game that I played, all I ever wanted was Angel. Every single mulch, every single salvage, every single draw step, I was just like, man, I hope this is Angel.
Yeah.
And after like 2 days of that, I went back and like revisited the deck list because you don't want to change a deck list right when you're trying it out because you want to learn why they're doing what they're doing, etc.
Yep.
So I
Oh
so
look,
I
good thing we didn't burn off that Orzo charm.
yeah, exactly. They only have a certain number of creatures that matter, unless you're getting like super run over.
So what do you want to do here? You want to just cast Thragtusk and then gain a bunch of life, let the Reckoner through this turn?
Yeah, I mean I attack with Angel and play Thragtusk.
Sure.
But it's just like all I ever wanted was this Angel of Serenity. And so then I went back to the list and just like, all right, let's actually like tweak it now that I understand what makes it tick and all that. And I hadn't even realized that I was only playing three. And it's just like it blew my mind that I only had three in my deck for like 2 days straight.
Yeah.
It's honestly like playing three Jaces in your Stoneforge deck or whatever. Like this makes no sense.
Like, don't you want that blocked?
Oh, Madcap skills on Reckoner.
Yeah.
It's a good line.
Sure.
Got us down to 17, bro.
I'm eating it. And at least that is toughness, so that's not going to save it. Oh, look at that, a Restoration Angel. That's so dirty. So I'm just going to play this Temple Garden untapped. And I'm going to bash with the
Swing out.
swing out.
Yeah.
And then just resto whatever he blocks.
Yeah, just like depending on how he blocks, we'll resto.
Sure.
That
No
works.
blocks.
Go ahead and
charm the guy now.
Yeah, charm the guy now. It's so weird.
Destroy a guy. That
No
guy.
blocks, nothing. Oh, he's F6. Just Angel now.
Okay.
I was gonna say Angel, in combat or whatever, but he's F6.
Yeah. Okay. Good. He just quit.
Game.
Game. I like it. So we're gonna leave it as such. So any changes you want to make? Player draw. Like knowing that we've got that madcap skills action happening. Do you want to make any changes?
No, I mean the madcap skills isn't tipping me off, but the cage is making me kind of want to board out the 2 rights.
Do you want to bring in what, like a relentless and obsidat?
Yeah. Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, because like relentless will do blockers or more removal. And
Yeah, I mean
then,
it kills his stupid madcap skills guy.
yeah. And then obsidat is just sweet because the drain and gain all day is.
Have you ever gotten Obsidat with Faithmender?
Yeah, it's almost.
Let me
just...
rephrase that. Have you ever gotten Obsidat with Faithmender and Tristani?
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's living the dream right there. Yeah. That's actually, it's funny. That was one of the things. Most of the lists that I see that have. So this is a snap keep, right? 2 mana elves, Faithmender,
Yeah, I mean,
Decay.
I wouldn't say it's a snap keep, but it's a keep that I'm like pretty sure we're gonna lose, but it's like a higher percentage. It's a higher percentage than a 6, so we have to keep.
Okay. Your enthusiasm is infectious.
Yeah. It's like no black. We have to take 2.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
We're leaning on Pilgrims against the burn deck is usually not good.
Stromkirk Noble? There's a salvage that... frustrating. Yeah, most of the lists that I find that are running double Tristani are also running like double Obsidat.
Yeah. Wow, that's an actual Gruul Guildgate.
Jesus, it is, isn't it? Can't block, it's a human. Damn it. Damn it!
Yep, dead.
Well, we drew a land, so this isn't going to flip. So that's cool. Or we played a spell, rather.
Yeah, we definitely didn't draw land. That would
Would have been game.
have been very, very good.
God, I miss Arc Trail. How good would Arc Trail be in a deck with Burning Tree Emissary? Wow.
Be stupid.
Rancor. Yep.
Stomping Ground's tapped Emissary Rancor. Weird.
So we just have to eat all this, right? Like we can't.
Yeah.
Our game plan here is Faithmender.
Land Ball? Is that another Pilgrim?
It's another Pilgrim.
Oh, brother.
Oh, God. So we're dead.
Yes. All the Pilgrims, he says.
Yeah.
Alright, we block Wave this turn.
Yeah.
We need to draw running lands.
Gorkland? Yep.
Yeah. Dead. Dead, dead, dead.
We're at 1. Shockland. Give me a Shockland. Pillar. Nope.
Game.
Still no land.
So anyway, I kind of stopped a rant earlier.
You finished the Angel rant.
I finished that one.
Yeah.
But the aggro matchup rant.
Yeah.
So I went from like healer to smiter. There were like lingering souls in the past, and then spot removal, bunch of crazy stuff. Blah blah blah. This innovation is the Fiend Hunter.
Yeah.
Now, what's really interesting about the Fiend Hunter, and I said this before, is basically aggro decks have two plans of attack. They have this swarm strategy where they go like one drop, emissary, emissary, two drop, emissary, emissary, pig or whatever, and then they have the draws that are hinging on slower and individual creatures, but far more powerful creatures.
That's the curve
Reckoner,
out. Yeah,
the
Reckoner, Hell
Reckoner,
Rider,
Hell
Thunderbolt.
Rider,
Yeah.
and Thunderbolt. Right. So, spot removal only deals with the latter, and your like tempo blockers, and like mid-rangey, your Loxodon hierarchs, if you will,
Yep.
are only good against the former.
True.
Fiend Hunter is the only card that I've seen people use that is actively good against both sides.
Yeah, I guess the X3 allows them to block all of the
Right, if
two
they're
X's.
swarming you, then you take out their one drop or whatever, and you can block their two drop.
Yep.
And it's like a pretty awesome buffer there, because even if they kill your guy, like, those are the other things. Like, if you play a smiter and they just mortars it and keep attacking, or like a healer and they pillar it, or not pillar, spirit. But if you play Fiend Hunter and they take a turn to kill it, and they also have to take a turn to replay their guys.
Yeah.
So it's like actively good there. Like better than Smiter is against mortars, and like about the same as Healer is against Spear.
Sure. Sure.
And it's really good against the individual creature draw, because it's not good against Hellrider, but it's good against Reckoner in all of the Reckoner matchups, not just the aggro matchup, like against Aristocrats and Blue White Red Flash and stuff.
Yeah. Nice. I actually like the addition of Fiend Hunter. I've been reading a lot of BBD's articles. He's been doing a pretty good job with, keeping track of all that stuff. And he talked about the one the one that he had just sitting in the sideboard, incidentally, and he played it against one of his opponents, and they cast Slaughter Games, and he thought he was Human Reanimator, so he said, instead of saying Angel of Serenity, he said Fiend Hunter, because he knew that it would be able to stop that. Anyways, so
that's awesome.
That's when he brought it up, and I started to think about it, and like Augur Bolas sees ubiquitous play in the blue decks that are looking for that sort of speed bump creature that gains value,
Yeah.
and you get that same sort of effect in this deck using against those aggressive decks using Fiend Hunter. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, like as long as you are like preparing to go into that sort of mid to late game of Resto, Thragtusk like you normally are, then like Fiend Hunter is just awesome. If you're trying to use Fiend Hunter itself to like stabilize you, that it's not going to be enough. Obviously,
Yeah.
They have like Spear and stuff, but like if you Fiend Hunter, if they have their fast draw or whatever, you Fiend Hunter something that doesn't have haste, and then like threaten to block, that's like you're putting them in a pretty rough spot, right? Of like having to choose which way to play out their next two turns, and then also Fiend Hunter is way better in all of the non-aggro matchups. So in addition to merging these two ranges these two types of games that you play out against your worst matchup, and being literally the only card that I can think of that plays well against both strategies, it's also like actively good against Aristocrats, actively good against Jund. Like it gives you another thing for Olivia, and like is pretty good against Huntmaster or tokens, and it's really awesome in the mirror.
Because you can just cash in your little guy to take out their angel. It's like another kill spell. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, so it's like I'm pretty sure it's the future. Like I haven't played with it yet,
Yeah.
but like I watched CVM play a little, and just like I'm at the point where I've played enough that I don't really have to like do the playtesting to see how it'll play out.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that Fiend Hunter's the future.
Sweet. The people are asking as well, anything else from Dragon's Maze? Obviously, Sin Collector is a big addition to this deck.
Yes, CVM had 2 Sin Collectors and 1 in the board, I think, and he said they were really good. And then also with Fiend Hunter, like Angel is just awesome,
Yeah.
obviously, because you can like a lot of times what'll happen is you'll Fiend Hunter a token on 3, like a Huntmaster token or whatever,
Yeah.
and then Angel and get an actual creature.
Nice.
And if you ever get up to 7 mana, then you can Fiend Hunter, put the trigger on their huge guy, and then blink it, and it'll remove it, and then you get their other guy, their token or whatever. And or you can just reset it. You can also, I've like, I don't think I saw CVM do it. I saw somebody else do it, where they Fiend Huntered their own acidic slime,
Nice, yeah.
and so that they can like resto it to like kill a haster and slime at the same time or something like that. It was just like absurd.
Oh, man.
It was a pretty sick line. So yeah, so the 4th Angel is in, or 4th Resto is in the deck, thanks to the Fiend Hunters, and they're also really awesome with the Sin Collectors.
Yeah.
Not only to rebuy them, and not only because it curves right into it, Sin Collector on 2, Angel on 3, or actually he played 8 Mana Elves, so he's looking to go Sin Collector on 2, Angel on 3, like way more often.
Yeah.
But also you can draw step it, which is pretty awesome.
So, okay. So, realistically, the only difference between this and like a junk mid-range deck in a Jund style, right? Literally is just the power of Grizzly Salvage and Unburial Rites. Like it's basically 8 cards.
Yeah, people that are playing junk mid-range or whatever
Yeah.
have obviously just never played with this deck. It's just like a strictly better version. And I hate saying stuff like that, like strictly better or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, it's better in all the different matchups, and you have like more game against your bad matchups, and are just like more powerful. There's no downside unless people start like main decking Beckon Apparitions or something. Like I don't know, something really messed up would have to happen for this deck to not be just vastly superior to any sort of mid-range style. And it's the ultimate trump in all those matchups too. Like this deck, if you play this deck, you will never lose to any sort of nonsense mid-range deck because you're just better at it.
That's funny, because like, and you look at like Reed, who is always saying, "Yeah, no, I crush Reanimator all the time."
Yeah, and I believe that he does, and I believe that Owen does, but
Yeah.
like your average player is not going to do that, and most like, and that's Reed and Owen versus randoms,
Sure.
and then it's me and BBD and CVM versus randoms.
Yeah.
Those aren't results from like the good players playing the good players.
Yeah.
And actually, CVM and Owen met in the finals.
Yeah, I watched
this tournament, and CVM took them down pretty handily. I heard.
Yeah, it was it was a good match.
The night before I was hanging out with Owen, watching CVM, and Owen asked if what I thought about the matchup and if he should split. If they get paired, should they split?
Yeah.
And I said yes. I was just like, yeah, I think that matchups, like, the build actually favors CVM right now. Like, I think that their Junk build was really good against the old Reanimator builds, but I think that our Junk build is good against the old and new Junk builds. So I think that the matchup favors him, and that I would definitely split. And he was just like, I don't know, like, I think I'm favored. And I'm just like, if you are, it's not by much, like, if it's wrong to split, it's really, really close. And so, sure enough, they ended up playing in Owen Noser at the split and got crushed.
Brutal. Yeah, I think the fact that all the other Jund decks left Bonfire on the, at home.
Yeah.
Is just a terrible play. I mean, that card seriously just brings that deck back from places that it has no right coming back from.
Yeah, it's a Bonfire deck. Like, I don't understand the people that are playing it without Bonfires.
Yeah.
I I don't understand why they would do that, and I don't understand how they win. Like, oh, every time I like walk up to Owen or Reed on the weekend, they're miracling a bonfire.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like, I mean, honestly, Owen like went 10-0-1 or whatever before losing the finals, and every single time I walked up to bird him like 4 or 5 times, and every single time he was either miracling a bonfire or his opponent was mulliganing to 5.
Jesus.
Like, and that's just like how his tournament went, And that's what Jund does. Like, it absolutely punishes you if you if you stumble at all. You're just gonna get buried, and even if you don't stumble, you're still like pretty likely to just get bonfired out or whatever, or like out powered basically.
Yeah. So, Bonfire, obviously, insane card, but Angel is the real deal. Like, it's the fact that you can turn for an Angel off on barrel rights is the same damn thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically this deck's miracling a Bonfire. People are talking. I think CVM played Voice of Resurgence as well from the new set.
He was sideboarding 3, I think.
Yep.
I didn't actually get to talk to him about it. Voice is like kind of an interesting card because people keep like sideboarding it, but I'm not sure it's a sideboard card.
Do you think it's one of those cards where you put it in the main deck and force your opponent to play around it, and then you side it out afterwards?
I mean, I think if it's good enough to play, it's good enough to play. Like, if you look at, you read like Jerry's article or whatever where he's reviewing it, and there's like, yeah, this card, it's not that great, but it's good in it's good against aggro, and it's good against control, and it's okay against mid range. But but it's in my sideboard, and it's just like, well, if it's, are you just bringing it in against every deck? Like, what? How is that the definition of a sideboard card?
Yeah.
It seems like if you have room for it, you should just play it main.
Flores is running it as a 4 in Bant Hexproof, right?
Yeah, like and like I played it in Bant tokens. People were playing it in Bant Flash and other like green white decks like Naya. CVM like unintentionally drew with a Naya deck that had it. Yeah, there's definitely like places for it, but I don't know if it's actually any good. Mm-hmm. Having played with it and seen it played and played against it, I've been pretty underwhelmed. And I know that, like, I was talking to people on the weekend. I know that Owen agrees. I think Cedric thinks that it's just like a straight up bad card, which I am inclined to agree with at this point. I guess we'll see. We'll see going forward, but for now, it's been fairly underwhelming. Definitely not living quite up to the hype. But I can tell you one thing about the new set, that a card that is living well past the hype is that Worm card.
Advent of the Worm, the dreaded penis assault, as we're calling it on the 18th.
That thing is unbelievable. Yeah. Like, however good you guys think that card is, it's better. Like, when I was talking to Owen about it, Cedric like jumped out of the booth, and I think I was playing chess with BBD, and Owen was just like sitting chilling, and he's like going over my deck, and we're like talking about the cards or whatever.
This is your Bant tokens, and charms, right?
Yeah. And he like pulls out Voice, and he's just like, "What's this card?" And I'm like, "This card is." I was like, "It's been pretty bad." He's just like, "Yeah, it's like a steamy pile, right? Like, this card's just really bad." And I was like, "Yeah, I think so." He's just like, "But this card's awesome, right? The Advent." And I'm just like, "Oh my god, it's all I want every game." Like, I only played 2, and I wish I had 4. The card was so good, and like Matt Costa and Jerry, like everyone has been trying it and playing it, and but yeah, I was just like, "Oh man, that card's so good." And Owen's just like, "You know that thing?" And he's just like, what card are you guys talking about? It's like, "Oh, the 4 mana 5/5." He's just like, "Oh, you know that thing used to have fading instead of flash, right?" It's like, yeah, that's a good point.
Jesus Christmas, yeah.
And then And that was before Owen realized that it trampled too.
Oh God.
He's just like, well, don't they just like chump it with lingering souls? It's just like, yeah, and take 4. He's like, that thing tramples. Yeah, card is just the nuts. I think it's like a front runner for best card in this set, followed fairly closely by Sin Collector, and every other card's been pretty bad.
No. Yeah, it's Ral Zarek is fairly unimpressive. I think the fact
Yeah,
that he basically will require like a deck built around him. I've seen people trying to build a deck that are going like 6 Farseeks with the new Zerta Druid, and you basically play him in a rug shell where you're trying to go like you're landing him on turn 4 every time, and then you just like untap into a 6-drop, and you could do it like a bunch of different ways. But that's some of the lists that I've seen. Like they're looking at running like Etherling, Gilded Lotuses. Like Zach Hill was on a podcast, Horde of Notions, recently, and he was talking a little bit about Future League, and he just said like it's not all that stuff that he can say, right? But one of the
right.
things he did say was like we played so many more Gilded Lotuses than any of you had been playing for the last year and a
Yeah,
half. And so I mean like when you think about a card like Ral Zarek, and you're like, sweet, turn 4, I can land a Gilded Lotus, tap it, untap it, 6 you. Like, anyways, it's interesting, but
yeah, for sure. The Planeswalker is definitely like powerful, right? It's just like a matter of time before we see if it has a home, basically.
yeah,
But like everyone kind of knows what it does. It's not like the worm and the voice and the sin or sire guy are all like pretty unique in the way that they impact the game.
yeah. They
Um,
force people to play very differently. In order to play around those cards, whereas Ral, you
exactly.
just like, sweet, you're a twiddler or a bolt. Like,
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
it.
Like it's got some like weird little combo-esque interactions, but mostly it's just like a a lightning bolt and like a stagger shock. Like a lightning bolt and a rift bolt or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, so it's like not that impressive, but some of those other cards, like the Sin Collector, is pretty interesting too. Um, the Aetherling saw a decent amount of play. That thing's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
So
yeah,
the Etherling is something that I'm expecting to see post rotation. I think it'll be really sweet to see what happens when cards like Thragtusk and Thundermaw Hellkite rotate out.
yeah,
I wonder how quick. I don't know. Is everything going to slow down or speed up? Like, obviously, it should speed up if those cards are leaving.
yeah. I think it's gonna be a divergence from this just like all mid range all the time. I mean, it's still gonna be more than the past, but like the past year or two has just been like every single deck is basically mid range.
Yeah,
Um, like even the control decks are skewed towards the mid range, and the aggressive decks are skewed towards the mid range. Like before Burning Tree Emissary, at least there was no actually dedicated aggro deck,
yeah. They just didn't
and
exist. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. And like even a lot of the dedicated control decks, like Kunio Bant and all that, were like Thragtusk control decks. Um, like and the Esper decks were not really existent. But I think that as we see those cards that are fairly oppressive rotate out, we'll start to see more of a distinction between archetypes, and we'll be sliding further and further away from the mid range, which I think is good for Magic
yeah. No, well, I mean, it's time to get some variety in the temp, right?
for sure.
So listen, I thought we'd jump into a 2-man while we're waiting for this guy who disconnected from his queue to timeout. Oh no, we had 2 minutes anyway. I guess we'll just wait it out. But I was going to say that we can put those Fiend Hunters in.
Yeah, let's do it.
I cut, well, I'm going to wait now, but we'll run one afterwards. Because we're going to start here in a minute, so I don't want to get stuck double
We're not.
queuing again.
We lost. Why are we?
Oh, do we not play anymore? Oh, that's not a daily. What am I doing? All right, sweet.
Let's wait for
So,
these guys to finish.
screw it. What have we been doing? So, do you want just 2 Fiend Hunters? You want all 3?
3 over the healers, and
Over the healers.
yeah,
Okay.
and
So I'll bring that Orzhov Charm and the a lot left back.
no, cut the troll for an elf.
I don't have an elf. I have to get one. Hold on.
I can get you an
It's
elf.
okay. I'll get one. I can get an elf. That's okay. Hey, we got something. Yay. Alright. We can get an elf. Alright, let me just shift off here for a minute and we'll just get ourselves an elf.
And then like, I think you want the 4th angel, although without the sin collectors, it's not quite as good.
Yeah. Well, that one we're not going to be able to run.
Right.
Sorry, buddy. We will get one of those, though. Okay.
And then you're gonna have to cut a couple duels for a couple forests.
We can do that. Alright. Arbor Elf. Okay. So that's 60. Now, which duels do you want to cut?
Um,
Like, we want to cut these, like, the M10 lands sort of stuff?
I think it's like chapels and shrines. Like it was like, I think CVM had 3 chapels, 2 shrines, and no vault,
Okay.
and 2 of the other duels, 2 cemetery, 2 sun petal.
Alright. So we'll add forest. How many forests do you want to add? Just a few? A bunch? A ton? You want to
You
cut the
probably
vault?
you probably want to play 3 forests. I think he had 4, but he had the 4th elf, and I think we only have 3.
You want to cut the vault or keep it?
You can cut it.
Okay. So that puts us at 60 with the 3 forests. We've got the 4 tombs, 4 gardens, and 3 forests.
Oh, it should be 4 gardens.
It is 4 gardens. So it's at
Okay.
4 gardens, 4 tombs, 3 forests.
Yeah, then we're good.
Alright. Save. Alright. This looks sweet. I'm excited. These look like shenanigans we're brewing here, sir.
Yeah, I mean this is gonna be my first experience with the Fiend Hunter, so definitely interested to see how it plays out.
Yeah. Yeah. I can get behind this. Alright. So let's do this. We will enter.
Basically, we're playing like Garrick's over Sin Collectors, you know, from his build,
Yeah.
and
A Deathrite Shaman over the
4th elf.
4th elf. And then what about the... he had 4th angel too, right?
Yeah, we have the 4th angel.
Was he running charms?
No, he doesn't have charms. He also has a 3rd mulch. So
So there you go.
yeah,
Okay. Well, we will see if that matters. That's awesome. Alright. Yeah, Opposite That has just been, like, unbelievable. So somebody posted this up in the chat because I asked them to, and I thought I'd bring this over. So did you see this Junk Aristocrats deck? So it's four.
Oh, this is the deck that Brad's been working on.
Yeah. So is this actually a deck? Like this
I
is
mean, not
actually
yet.
like this doesn't win, right?
I don't know. we'll have to see what Brad can do with it.
I don't know. I'm looking at this and I'm like Voice of Resurgence and Verils are the two big ones in terms of the additions.
Yeah, I mean,
But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just thought I'd ask if you had any sort of experience with it because I thought, oh, Junk Aristocrats, this seems exciting.
no, I mean it seems sweet. It's just like, it's kind of dirtily and underpowered and
So
whatever.
we're
So
shipping this hand
yeah,
and this hand.
yep. Thankfully, this deck mulligans super well,
It does,
especially with mulches.
What about this one?
CVM won his quarterfinals match on 4 cards in game 1.
So are we doing that this time? We're on the draw. You got Cemetery Arbor Elf.
Yeah, I mean, I mulligan this.
Bitchin'. We'll take that. Nope. Hope springs eternal, AJ. Hope springs eternal. If CVM can do it at an SCG event, I sure as hell can do it in a 2-man.
The best was right after. I was just like, yeah, I mean, I knew after like turn 6 you were gonna win for sure. He was just like, yeah, me too. And BBD was just like, dude, I would have kept your 7, 6, and 5.
So Ogre apparently is a big fan of the show. So that's like somewhat of a benefit, right?
What, the opponent? That's
yeah,
sweet.
The opponent. He goes, yeah, good luck winning from here.
Nice.
He's like, fan of the show. I'm like, thanks. I said, if CVM can do it, so can I.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
The problem is you need like mulches and stuff.
Yeah. All right, Esper Control. He's going to mill all the way for us. I'm going to bash for 2 here.
Yep. I mean, we have Cavern Ooze and then Resto it. Like,
Yeah, I know.
it's actually legitimate.
So if he plays a Liliana here, then we know he's playing the Shaheen Sarani build. Lingering Souls, perhaps?
Probably.
Yep, there it is. That's a Pilgrim. That's pretty sweet.
Play it.
Yes, sir. You want Cavern on Ooze to let him know it's coming?
No, don't play it.
Okay.
It's like, it's legitimate for you to miss a land drop here. Mulligan to 4 or whatever.
Sure. Makes sense.
Like, we can get him to play differently.
So we're going to slime that grave out of the game, huh?
I mean, we're going to try. Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. Now we start playing fair again, right? We are on a mulligan to 4.
We just need to draw like a mulch or something.
Alright, so now we run the Cavern of Souls?
Yeah.
Like, does it help us?
I mean, you need to draw running lands or whatever. So, like, the land needs to be in play,
Yeah,
I think I named Angel, but I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, if we're setting up for the long game, right?
Yeah.
Like, ultimately, we're going to be able to hopefully cast on Barrow Rites. And he's going to start milling us, and it'll be fine. Yep. There's a mulch.
Yeah, I mean, the unmulliganer.
Well, there's an Angel Serenity for the graveyard. There's a land.
He doesn't have double blue either.
Nope. So here's the question. We peel a land. Are you running Rites on the Angel or Slime on the grave first?
Slime.
Yeah. I think he's in trouble.
If we draw land, he's in trouble.
Fuck, there it is. Alright. Yep, you're feeling a little yucky there, partner. God, I may just want to play the Acidic Slime deck from now on. This is absurd.
It's awesome, right? Like, I mean, they've been playing 3, and I've only been playing 2, so you can even go more extreme.
Yeah. So now I'm just going to play Angel, rip a bunch of tokens. Or 2 tokens and a Resto Angel.
Yeah.
Oh, look, another land, too. Hot damn. Alright, so we'll just do this.
Unburial Serenity on 2 tokens and Resto.
Angel Serenity. Alright, so first target is Restoration Angel. Second target is Spirit Spirit. So that we can get in for 2 with the slime.
This is like a 1 game.
Yeah, I would think so.
Like, this is a super favorite position.
Yeah. Well, because, like, he kills the angel and what? There's a Grizzly Salvage. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Damn this deck. So...
Just, attack with your 2 dudes.
Sure. God, this is hilarious. AJ, this deck's retarded. When it works,
Yeah, it's awesome.
retarded. Alright.
Upkeep Resto, I think.
Okay, and then afterwards, we can also cast Salvage.
Yeah.
He should scoop here, right?
Probably.
Yes. Kill the Godless Shrine so that all of his lands come into play tapped. Nice! There's a blue source.
Alright, salvage. With your million redraws to another slime.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, isn't that... Oh no, I was gonna say we have Resto in our yard, but we don't, because we took it with our angel.
We have a Fiend Hunter in the yard, but that doesn't help us. So you want the land or the elf here?
Just take an elf.
Oh, Angel Serenity. Tough.
Yeah, sweet.
So we'll just play this elf.
I wouldn't have even played the elf.
Yeah, I thought about that after I did it too.
Well, since you did that...
Yeah? Why? You didn't like that?
I'm saying since you did that, I think we might be able to come up with a cool line here.
Okay, what's up?
Burial your Fiend Hunter on your slime.
Yeah?
Because you've forced Wrath.
Nice. Select target is Fiend Hunter.
So now, if he Wraths, you still have your slime in play. You get your Resto in hand from your angel. You tag his blue on the way down, hit him to 8, and then Resto his other land.
Nice.
These Fiend Hunter interactions are, like, even better than I thought. And I found candy on my desk.
We're coming up, AJ. I love it. I love it. Oh, man. Well, I guess we just play this angel and kill him then.
Yep.
I don't even think we needed to pay that too. Oh, maybe we did.
No, we did for Xaxes.
7? Yeah, because then we get the Arbor Elf. Sweet. You can't counter that. That was a pretty sweet mull to 4.
I told you, this deck mulligans really well.
Alright, so now I'm interested in see how this mulligans for a control match. So let's do that. So what do you want to bring into this one? He's got these awkward Souls tokens. Do we even care?
I wasn't bringing them in against Esper, but you can.
Okay, well, we're going to bring in Obsidat, because that's what he's here for.
Yes, obviously.
And more slimes, because they're really good against these guys. And
yes.
I guess what? Like, these Fiend Hunters are good, but they're not excellent at
They're
this point?
pretty bad.
Like, that's 3. Is Thragtusk excellent? Like, I know Thragtusk is good against, like, Supreme Verdict and stuff, because he leaves guys behind, but...
Yeah, no, Tusk is really good against them.
Orzhov Charm? Like, do we want to bring in a couple Abrupt Decays for shenanigans?
Maybe?
Like, they could play Rest in Peace or something, right? Or Detention Spheres?
Yeah, or Liliana's or whatever.
Yeah. We have the one Deathrite that's just kind of sitting here. Do we like it? Do we want to pull it? We could pull a Deathrite for a curse. Or do we want to cut on barrel rates at all? Like,
I mean, if we have decays in our deck, we don't want to cut rights, right?
okay. So do you want to do it the other way instead? Do you want to cut the decays and do something else?
I'm not sure. I mean, we saw just like some lingering souls, and that's it. A Drown Yard
Supreme Verdict?
and Verdict. It's so weird.
You know
like,
what?
he can actually be like a couple different decks.
I know. You know what? Because we saw... because we saw the Lingering Souls, I'm inclined to keep the Abrupt Decays in for this game until we can glean some more information, because...
Well, like, Decay's not good against souls.
No, but he could be playing Liliana Detention Sphere.
Right.
And he could also play just Rest in Peace. So, like, for 2 cards, I'm prepared to hedge for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then game 2, game 3, if we get there, we can just change our mind.
Yeah, we'll learn.
If we were behind the game, I would not probably do that.
Yeah, when we learn more, we can reboard.
So what do you want to do with this? We got 2 Temple
mulligan.
Gardens. Mulligan it? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're mulliganing because we don't have the black, right?
Yeah, and just no plays.
No lands.
Alright.
So that's lands and salvage. We're game, right? We're good?
Yep.
That's the nut. I keep hitting.
I'm telling you, man.
Stupid...
That's all it takes.
Alright. Temple Garden. So we're going to go Overgrown Tomb always. And then we can go into Isolated Chapel. So now he's got Azorius Charm. We'll salvage during end step.
I'm actually thinking about doing it in response to his thing twice. Oh, no, he didn't play one. Because we kind of wanted to resolve. But...
So he plays a land and casts Lingering Souls. We'll just salvage.
Well, he played the land untapped and then didn't play anything end step, so like he probably has Syncopate. He's missing this land drop. I would not play Grizzly Salvage. Oh, he's not missing the land drop. If he plays this untapped, I salvage. Yeah, salvage. If he played that tapped, I wouldn't.
What's the difference? Play that tap, he's clearly just on Syncopate for 1?
Yeah, he's just showing Syncopate there.
Okay, you want the Cemetery? Or no, we want the white land, right?
The white land, yeah.
Godless Shrine. So Rites is in the yard. We're halfway there. We drew a Godless Shrine. Alright.
Well, we can't mulligan and flood. We can, we can handle one of those things.
So we're going to go Temple Garden this time. And
Sure.
just, do you want to like actually leave it up to try to play around to syncopate, or what do you want to do here?
No, no, no.
All
Like
right.
he's got sync for 2. It's
Forbidden Alchemy. This. Forbidden Alchemy? Oh, he's cycling to draw a card.
I would consider it salvaging here. But
See if I can. No, I couldn't. I hit F6. Which I need to stop doing against the Esper deck, right?
well, no, I mean you didn't have a stop set in your own end step.
Oh, that's probably a problem.
So like you would have had to do it in response to the charm, but
Sure. Okay, that's okay. We can learn. So
it's a super small, like it's not a big deal. I'm not even sure that I would have done it. I just would have considered it.
Appetite for Brains. Well, I'm definitely not casting Grizzly Salvage here.
Yeah, results.
So you get the angel. You win an angel! Woo!
Ogre, come on down!
That's right!
I wonder what angel brains taste like.
Honey. Sweetness. Sweetness and honey.
Probably like this candy that I randomly found on my desk.
Nice. Nice.
They're like knockoff runts. You know runts?
Oh, yes, I love runs.
Yeah, they're like knockoff those.
Nice.
There's like grape ones.
Oh, and they're my favorite. Grape and banana.
Yeah, banana's the nut.
In some combination thereof. Yeah. So you should come and play Standard in Calgary in July.
That's really far away from me.
Oh, come on. It's not that far.
It's pretty far.
I know it's pretty far. Look, Flood! I love it!
Awesome.
Why
Awesome.
Why didn't that stop during my end step? Or during his end step? What the Sam hell?
It's fine. I went to cast it anyway. He missed the land drop and is repping Syncopate.
Alright. Sun Petal Grove.
I just play it now.
Yeah? Okay.
Well, I would have played it before playing Grove, but
Land, but that's fine.
like we don't have 4 drops we want to find. Like our key cards are 5, or Cavern or whatever.
We have 3 Unbarrow Rites at the graveyard, by the way.
It's a lot.
So we'll take this Deathray Shaman.
Yep. So
Start to
it
do
doesn't matter
things.
anyway because I would have played Petal untapped and then Deathrite. So.
So you want to cast him now?
Yep.
Cast you. Cast you! I summon thee! I can pay your syncopate. Mull and Flood. I love it. I love it. What you guys don't know is that AJ is also double queuing on his other monitor. Well, that's a slime. So we just don't want to run this into syncopate, right? Because
Yes.
like if it just gets regular counter, we'll just rebirth it all day.
Just play a dual tapped and pass.
I can do that.
Patience, patience, patience. I just realized your Deathrite Shaman's doing a little doing a little Hamlet there.
Well, yeah, it's sort of like the art from Deathrite Shaman, which you can see here in the background.
Oh wow, I never even like looked at the art of that card.
Cremate? Yeah, sure. What's your target, bro?
One of our 3 Unburial Rites, you got it.
You got it. Should I exile it in response?
Oh yeah, actually that's gas. Just make sure you get the right one.
All right. Well, we can do that. What the hell are you targeting? No, he's not. He's targeting a land. Dick. He knows I'm not going
You
to.
saw us coming.
No, he knows I'm not going to do that.
I don't know, it still might have been worth it.
Well, I'm not going to exile the land. Like, it doesn't gain him anything. He's still going
Yeah,
to draw a
gets
card anyway.
card cremate.
What's that?
It gets to make card from cremate.
Yeah, no, I just he draws a card anyway, right?
No.
Oh well, he got a
Also, he
land.
did target a Rites.
Did he?
Well,
Oh,
we have an Angel and a Rites exiled.
Jesus Christ! These Moto arrows are terrible. I'm not happy.
You're right, it's the Moto Arrow's fault.
Who do I'm gonna take the cremate or the appetite. Which would you rather see gone?
The Appetite, because if you do the Cremate, he can Snapcaster it.
Sure. Yeah, the arrows aren't bright enough. I've decided.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm a Moto arrow. Yeah. See, look. Why can't they be like that color? You see this? Look at this. The yellow arrows are good. These like stupid, shitty gray arrows are terrible.
I don't even know what to say to you right now.
All right. So we're gonna play this Temple Garden again. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just gonna walk into Syncopate here, right? So we're just gonna keep being patient.
Yeah, just land tap to go. If we could have stopped him from making that land drop last turn by countering his Cremate, that would have been really nice. Just imagine. So we just passed right away? Or we're in our own end step, never mind.
Yeah. Azorius Charm. Sure.
Resolves. Like, maybe... I guess it's in 2 never mind, it's fine. Go ahead and hit Cremate now.
Yeah. Exile an instant. Cremate. Go away. Firm believer in Deathrite Shaman being good. We probably should have brought more of those in for this matchup, right? Like, they're just incidental damage. There's the Snapcaster.
Maybe, but like if he has like Rest in Peace, then it's just embarrassing.
Noted. Well, this time he gets another Unbear Rights.
Yeah, but now our slime resolves.
Sweet. What are we going to hit with it? Hallowed Fountain? Yeah. You realize we have drawn exactly like 2 spells this entire game?
Yeah, it's pretty unreasonable, but...
Oh, it's awesome.
We also started with 4 and then 5 cards.
This is also true. 1, 2, 3... Oh.
Well,
so
you should have played Slime first, but...
Okay. Why?
Um,
not that I'm saying you're wrong. Like, I'm legitimately curious.
Because, like, he can Syncopate for 1 now, and then our Death Ray doesn't get to activate. It's, like, super small, but it's just, like, random technical stuff.
Huh. Did I not... Oh, I didn't pay the 2 is what you're getting at.
Yeah, but, like, you shouldn't have to pay the 2, right? Like, if you just play it after, because, like, you can't Syncopate this.
Yeah.
If he Syncopates it for 1 to try and prevent you from Death Rating him, then you get to play it untapped.
Gotcha. So we're killing the fountain.
Yeah. It's super, super small and, like, 99.99999% irrelevant, but...
But you see, you don't understand. These are the sorts of things that you live to point out during AJTV.
Yeah, exactly.
So it matters.
The minutia, the, like, completely irrelevant, like, just technical stuff that, you know, the pros all naturally do.
That was the whole point to the start. Honestly, you know what? This is terrible. When I first started the stream, I had to learn how to crack fetch lands properly.
What do you mean? Like
When
timing?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pathetic.
Now, thankfully, hey, come on! I don't play Legacy. Get off my balls. Like, seriously. No, but it's interesting because like there's so many little things. I started playing with Rug Delver in Modern, And it was like it's one of those decks, very similar to it is in Legacy, where it when you crack your fetches is so relevant because your
Yeah.
land count's so small, and when you want to increase and decrease your chances of drawing, like all that sort of crap. And it
Yeah,
was
leaving it for Brainstorm versus playing around Stifle versus playing around Wasteland.
yeah, and it's like only half that relevant. Yeah, so this is the hell are we playing against here?
Who knows?
Sure.
Just eat a charm and move on.
Yep.
Hope to draw one of your million other redraws to slime.
Alrighty.
Oh, more lands. All right, go ahead and attack Jace.
Okay. No blocks. No blocks.
Can't imagine he blocks.
No, because then it puts the guy in the yard, and then we bring him back, and that's messy.
Yeah.
I will play this Temple Garden tapped.
What can we have like opposite at this turn?
Seriously, that guy would have been insane. I'll take a fucking hardcast angel right now, man.
Yeah, that would have been nice too.
Seriously.
I was watching the Jerry versus Brad video with Bant Flash,
Yep.
and he like clones Brad's Angel of Serenity
So
and like, takes a
good.
bunch of things, and then like later he goes like chump attack with my Snapcasters to get him into the bin. Oh, that's what he did. He chump attacked with the Snapcasters, get him into the bin, and then Angel all of his Snapcasters, and then Selesnya Charm exile 5 or bigger, his own clone,
Yeah.
to get back his 2 Snapcasters.
Yeah. Which are so good because he's sitting on like all of the removal you could possibly need plus
Yeah.
worms.
It was insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really good. Did he whiff on Augur here? Nope. There's the Dissipate. Oh, now we have to play around it. Alright, we can do that. Sure. I'll take 2.
Got me, brah.
Yep. First blood is yours.
These green ones are really good.
Apple or lime?
I don't know, sugar flavored. I think they're lime. They're shaped like apples, but they taste like lime.
Those are the best
Maybe-
kinds.
Maybe they're like sour apple.
Have you ever had a grapple?
A grapple? No.
Yeah. So there's our angel, which we can't cast into Dissipate,
Yep.
which is pretty awesome.
Let's attack Jace again.
Do do do. Yep, Augur dies. I like it. I'll play this land tapped. Ship the turn. Yeah, so a grapple is actually it's the strangest thing. It's like a round apple, so it looks like a grape, like the way that the skin and everything grows. Like it looks like a very, very big grape, but it's hard and firm like an apple. But then,
I think they call those plums.
no. Bear with me. It's actually a thing.
Hey, wait. Set a stop at your own end step.
It is.
Exile that. Think twice.
Okay.
Okay, so go on about this
Grapple.
sci-fi fruit.
It's actually a thing. And there we go. Okay. But when you eat it, like when you bite into it, like it smells like a grape, and you take a bite of it, and it tastes like a grape, but it crunches like an apple. It looks like an apple.
That's bizarre.
It's so awesome. Like it's spelled like grapple, right? And maybe it is pronounced grapple, but I mean like it doesn't make a lot of sense. A grapple sounds makes more sense.
Yeah.
This whole hybrid fruit business. But it's pretty awesome. They come like 4 in a pack. They're in like a plastic tray with a lid.
That is bizarre.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I found them only at a couple grocery stores, but it's pretty sweet. Yeah. Detention sphere. Hey, what did I tell you?
Yeah, I mean, okay. He's got a detention sphere.
Yep. Well, he's getting rid of the Deathrite Shaman. I guess he's at 8
Yeah.
because of the Deathrite Shaman. Guess my name. So, how about another spell? How about a Cavern of Souls?
I was gonna say, if it's a land, at least make it a cavern.
It's not.
Hey, we got a spell.
I can cast a spell. And we don't have any targets for MBR rights, so that's awesome. I just attack Jace again, or just attack him?
Jace.
Always Jace.
Oh man, the bananas are so good.
Oh my god, somebody... See? Look. Look at the chat. There's a link. Grapple is a thing. We love grapes. We love apples. We love grapes. Kids do too. Great natural snacks. That's why we were very intrigued to learn about the existence of grapple, pronounced grape L. Grapple is a new fruit, or so we thought, that combines the look and mouth feel. Mouth feel is a word.
Mouthfeel?
Mouth feel is a word.
Is that hyphenated?
No. No. No, I
Sweet
can't wait
mouthfeel.
to use that in like terribly off context. That's going to be really exciting. After taking a closer look, here's what we discovered. Anyways, it's pretty awesome. It is actually apple soaked in grape artificial flavor, but they're delicious. Vault of the Archangel, what are you doing?
I thought it was some sweet sci-fi shit.
Sorin, Lord of Innistrad. This is some variant of Shaheen's list.
Alright, so Curse is coming in.
We're not losing this game.
I mean, we probably should have blocked his Snapcaster there.
Sure. That makes a whole hell of a lot more sense. Especially since, yeah, that's not going to matter. Yep, good point. Now, what do we got here? We had a Thragtusk. Are we going to force the Dissipate?
Yeah, jam it.
Alright. We knew that. Oh, we baited it. Probably has a second one. Alright. You want to attack Jace again? Or now do we attack Sorin? Like, what do you want to do here?
Jace is at 5.
Yeah, Sorin's at 4. Like, he's going to block with his guy anyway. Right? He's going to gain a life from the vampire life linking. But, I mean, if we don't do it, he's just going to emblem next turn and then attack with a 2-1 vampire.
No, I mean, you're attacking. It's just, I don't know which.
Whoops. No, I'm not attacking, apparently.
Alright then.
Alright, not attacking. Make him think.
Fair enough. What is going on in your chat?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet.
I like it when you say out.
Me? Out?
Yes, out. Yes. Out.
So I guess we do this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can hardcast that bastard too. Which is probably not terrible. Because that leaves us able to resolve the angel. So, is he not going to cast it? He just played another guy. Okay.
He took the lands.
Yeah. He did.
All right.
That's a slime. 6. So what do you think here?
Um,
You want to try to just jam the angel, or you want to get sliming again? We can slime the vault.
um,
We can slime the detention sphere.
I think you.
We just play the angel, try to scoop up his guys.
I think you. Slime Vault.
All right, chat. You are no longer welcome here. All right. Snapcaster dissipate.
Yeah, it's fine. Just
Yep.
pass. Or I guess your slime can attack. Slime attack, Jace, I guess.
Slime attack Jace. Slime attack Jace.
Obey me, Ooze.
Obey me, Ooze. Bow before me. Just a single block, huh? All right.
Yep.
Gain your 1 life. Yep, make a token.
Just F6.
So here's the problem: is I don't want to now.
Block this guy.
Well, Soren's at block which one?
Snap.
Soren's at 6. I can't play my angel, dude.
I mean, yeah, you can.
Oh, I guess he kills it, right? But I'm gonna scoop up a bunch of tokens in my cards. Oh, there's Big Daddy.
Leave
Big
it, Angel.
Daddy to the party. I heard you. Don't worry. I did hear you. Cost 7. That's 6. 7. Alright, so what do you want to take here? Like, we've got nothing in our yard to take. The hell is this?
The syncopate we've been playing around all game.
Oh, right.
Alright, attack Soren and pass.
That's awkward. God, these games go long.
Just F6.
Took the lands again.
This guy's got plans.
Clearly. We're obviously not blocking. Acidic Slime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can cast them both. So
Yes, lead with slime.
Lead with slime. Yeah, okay. That's fine. And what do you want? The vault?
No, D-Sphere. The time to kill Vault is passed.
Okay.
Attack Soren. And then play opposite at post.
Sure.
F6.
Yep. What has he got? The syncopate again?
Probably just Revelation.
Okay. X is 4.
Oh, he had a counter on it. You can scoop. Let's go to game 3.
4 minutes left. All right. Curses. Anything you want more or less of here? You want more death rites?
No, I'd cut an Unburial and I think a Mulch.
Okay. You want the decays in? Their only target really is like detention sphere and tokens. Are we better with death rite shamans?
And Liliana, right?
Yeah, that's right. He's gonna play those. I don't know whether he side those out for this matchup though. He does play Rest in Peace. That's fine. We'll just run it.
He might have Rest in Peace. I mean, he played Cremate, Mulligan. Keep.
I guess, right? So we're gonna go Overgrown Tomb first.
Yep.
No mulligan. Overgrown Tomb.
I wonder what it's like to start with 7 cards.
Seriously, because we haven't for quite some time. It was a pretty sweet flood, though.
Yeah, I mean, there were like multiple turns in the middle there where like he was missing land drops and we easily could have won if we just drew any spell.
Yeah. That's a Sun Petal Grove. You just play this Temple Garden. Godless Shrine.
Yep.
Sure. Overgrown Tomb.
Oh, brother.
Doing it again.
He missed a land drop?
Yep. Alright, Absence Pilgrim. So, we want to just fire it in here, or what? You want to fire the slime in?
Lead with Curse.
He's baiting us, right? Like,
Lead with Curse.
yeah.
Like, you want to play something here so that he can't flashback his thing twice.
Yeah.
But, you don't want to play your best card.
Well, it's stuck.
Yeah, well, because not actually important right now. He needs to draw lands, so he needs to flashback his thing twice.
You got it.
Sort of.
Yeah. Discarding. Terminus. You want to play slime here now, or
Yeah. Sadly, have to. Go and play Pilgrim also after.
Yeah. He's got the dissipate. It's fine. Pilgrim. F6. Star. At least he's at 8 minutes. I mean, 8 compared to my 3.5 is a million, but
I mean, he's like missing land drops and we have him cursed. Like, I like our spot. We just need to draw a couple spells.
yeah. Like that one.
That works.
Salvage first.
Yeah.
Two rights. Pick the slime.
Get the slime, play your land, and slime with the land up. Or the Pilgrim up, I mean.
Play the land.
Play the land and then slime off of your lands.
Kill the watery grave because it's gonna keep
No,
everything.
no, just fortress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
an attack.
Yep.
You should be F6'd.
Now I'm F6'd.
If you F6 with an attacker, a possible attacker, it stops in your attack step.
Good to know.
Same with blockers.
That's a Thragtusk. Cast it.
Yeah.
Supreme Verdict. Kind of expecting it here. We do have an Unburial Rites in the yard. 2 of them, actually.
2 of them, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. It's pretty good.
Like, his only good play here is Terminus.
Yeah. And he doesn't have it.
It's probably red for 3 then. Bash.
Bash, bash, bash. Nice. Don't play the elf, right?
Yeah, pass.
Yeah.
Like, theoretically represents lethal, but, like, he's gonna have to do something anyway.
Yeah.
And it's, like, very obviously Revelation.
Yeah. I like the fact that the curses came in this matchup because, like, they have cut off all of his little potential defenses, right?
Yeah.
You can play Sorin here; it doesn't matter. You can play. It's gonna just there you got the
I was
Terminus.
gonna say Terminus is his only card.
Yeah. Sure. Oh,
Ding!
that's game. +1.
Play Elf, F6. Attack.
I hit attack. Fucking
Hit
yes,
yes.
exile. Awesome. So are we going to attack with the Obsidian? We're not going to, right?
Nope.
We're just going to let him continue to drain, bash with our 4. Jace. Awkward. +1. Oh, -2. These don't actually matter. It was not a removal spell. We just got a full grip of nonsense.
It doesn't matter. Why are you not F6'd?
Sorry. We are attacking this turn.
Yeah, obviously. Just hit him. Play Thragtusk and pass.
Ugh. See, I click on things and then it stalls and hangs. F6.
We call that lag.
Yes, exile. F6.
Reverse. as soon as it like goes to your turn or whatever, just F6
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
but only hit F6 once.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, like if you hit it a second time, then it like F6 goes to your attack and your second F6 hits okay. Which is why you didn't attack with your beast that one turn.
Gotcha. Which would have had us the game.
Yes. Although this is like a completely one game. Like, you know, we could have messed up way worse and still won this game.
Everyone says you're so angry online. You're
No.
so salty.
I'm just intense because this game was down to the wire, time-wise. I'm definitely not angry. I have candy and I'm hanging out with Scotty Mac watching Jump Reanimator, you know?
It's pretty sick. And we got Rush on the tunes.
I actually hate Rush. But...
Sorry about your luck.
Sorry about that, whammy.
What are you doing here? 5 mana? Tameo? Tapping Thragtusk? Rev? Short Rev? For 1? Is this the last ditch dig? Good games!
Game.
Whoo! That was exciting. Turn 11. So, those Fiend Hunters, some work, huh?
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty cute, for sure.
Yeah, the angel interactions is pretty sick. That's very nice. Very nice. AJ, you've got some deck there, sir.
Thank you.
Some deck. Yeah, I'm looking forward to assessing the lessons that we've gotten today from a strategic point of view and as well as mechanics. So it's nice because I learn a little bit more each time that I run this show with somebody, and
That's the goal, right?
it's the goal. It's pretty awesome because I need to like not make terribly stupid mistakes at a GP. And so hopefully this time we do a little bit better. Now, I don't like my chances day 2 if I happen to get there because I expect to be hungover to shit that night. But it's Jay's bachelor party that weekend in Calgary.
Gotcha.
So Saturday night's going to be a little bit messy. So it's too bad you're not there because we would need somebody to inevitably drag us out of there. But yeah, so thoughts on the deck overall. I really like it. I think that it's pretty sweet. I could see the third mulch being really valuable because like we found situations where land was either like too much or too little, and
Yeah.
I feel like mulch does a really good job of kind of like helping to offset that, right?
Yeah, it's super good at like unmulliganing you and just smoothing out your draws. I definitely like I when everyone else was playing 3, I was playing 4, and then when everyone was playing 2, I was playing 3. But now I went down to 2 just like on this very last iteration. I could definitely see going back up to 3. CVM had 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 is totally legitimate.
Nice. But yeah, and then cutting the shaman for the actual full-on 4th Arbor Elf. And getting there. But yeah, I really like them. Like, I can totally see where you're coming from. Like, the Fiend Hunter did a lot of work. And I agree with you. This very much could just be the future.
Yep.
It's pretty sweet. All right. Well, AJ, thanks so much for joining us tonight. I think I'm going to call that a show after that mind melter, nail-biting time runner. But that's pretty sick. So hopefully we'll see you again soon. I would love it if you get either your Bant Flash proficiency up to speed, or you continue to run the Tokens and Charms version.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be working on Flash, so that'll be my next project.
Nice. So when you get that up and running, we would love to have you back once Dragon's Maze releases.
Absolutely.
Sick. So, In that case, thank you everybody for showing up this week to Compulsive Research. AJ, super huge thanks for coming, and of course, as always, super huge thanks to the fine folks over at MTGO Traders for their fantastic sponsorship of the show. Don't forget, you can use the promo code LegitMTG PayPal to get 8% off all of your singles if you pay from cash. So, don't forget to tell them that Scotty sent you. And that'll help us out. In the meantime, thanks everybody for supporting the show.
That'll help him out.
Help me out. Oot. New dude about it. And go Leafs. Yep. Representing the home team a little bit. And we will see you all later on. Thanks so much.
Later.